Welcome. Now, here's a story about a lady who's been married for 6 years. And throughout this period, she's never conceived. Obviously, she doesn't have a child. Now, of course, that's very typical in an African setting. We all know that such a case would attract a lot of pressure from both her own family and most especially from the husband's family. And of course, quote and unquote, mother in laws. Now, she's received a lot of pressure from her mother-in-law, who has accused her of early years prostitution and uncountable abortions that has resulted in her damaged womb. And she feels very, very hot about it. She feels very hot about it. Now, as a result of this predicament, she has gone through thick and thin. She's gone through the ends of the earth just to get this problem solved. She's been to spiritual houses, both traditional and whatever, religious houses, and done a lot of things, prayed and fasted, taking a lot of medications, and of course, several medical tests. Now, every single test she has done comes out positive with regards to her 100% fertility. So, this brings her to the curiosity why she's without child all 6 years of her marriage. Just 2 weeks ago, while doing some cleanings and sanitation in her bedroom, she bumped into a result sheet, an old test result of her husband's, which clearly stated there that 8 years ago he ran a potency test and came out negative, showing that he's impotent, unable to impregnate a woman. Now, 8 years ago means that he was aware before he got married to this very lady because they are just 6 years in marriage. Now, she's so angry because of all she has been through, and she needs your help. She needs our help on making a decision whether to approach the husband head on with all the anger she has and confront him to get a reasonable explanation why he had to put her through this pain, knowing fully well that he's the cause of the problem, or call for a family meeting of both families, or rather just confide in her own mother first to give her counsel on the next approach to take. So right now, she's the only one aware of this situation, of course, besides her husband. What do you think she should do? It's up to you. So give her the best advice you think you can prefer. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Share with Noble, and my name is Valentine Agogo. And I'm here on set with Victoria Chukura. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you.
And Comrade Augustine Omilo. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now you heard the story I gave earlier. So let me start with the lady in the house, Victoria Chukura. What's your best advice for what she's been through? You know, it's not easy to be lied to for 6 years. We're not aware of how long they've had a relationship, but she's been married for 6 years, so they've known each other for more than 6 years. All right. So what's your evaluation of this situation she has found herself in, the betrayal and the condition she has found herself in?
Thank you. It's most painful to even get betrayed by your own very own, if I may use the word, personal person. The person of your husband.
Yeah.
Is the most painful thing to go through. For the past 8 years, she has been like that with the man, knowing the problem that she has been going out to look for answer. Meanwhile, the solution is with the man. So it's painful. But all the same, now that she has discovered, she should confront the man with the issue and find out exactly if this is from him. Because it may also be that.
But of course, for her to say it carries his name, the text results always come with full details.
So she should confront the man. Then also, she should take that result to her own doctor to interpret it, you know, because potency comes in different ways. If the item of potency now is something that can be treated for the man to get well, maybe there's something we take to beef it up or to renew it or to strengthen
Yeah,
it, and
strengthening.
so if they are all, if it is that kind of a thing, then she should just limit all the matter within between herself
And
and
her
the man,
husband.
then they go for the treatment. Even if she wants to tell them that this problem I've been having since is coming from this man,
Yeah.
it's coming from your son, but I think she should tell the mother, her
Her
own
own
mother.
mother.
Yes,
Okay.
her own mother. She should go to the mother to seek advice for now.
Okay, Mr. Augustino Milo.
Yeah.
Uh, you're a man, you're married. Now I want a different perspective. How do you think the man would receive this information if she brought it up before him? Would his ego not be affected, or is it something that there's a way that she can present it so that his esteem is not damaged
Yeah,
in the
no
process of trying to resolve this very serious issue? Apparently, the reason why he has kept it away is because I don't think he's happy about it. So, how do you think she should go about this?
Yes, first of all, I think there is something that is being hidden away from the people.
Okay.
Because when you say a man is impotent,
All right.
I'm not a doctor, a medical doctor,
Okay.
but what I understand that one to mean is that he does not have erection.
Okay.
Now, if he doesn't have erection, I was watching Victoria when he was saying if it's something that it can be straightened. So now, now if the erection have been weak right from the beginning, the lady is supposed to also know. But
Okay.
if the reverse is the case, which means there is erection,
Direction will be
it's just that maybe like she said, maybe it's a minor something, it's a
Minor.
mild something that can be repaired. Maybe like talking of low sperm count and all that.
Yes.
Now, in that case, also, she should understand that with treatment, because what I believe is that in terms of fertility, if a man is bringing in a little contribution, that is, maybe the man is less fertile,
Yeah.
then the woman is over fertile. So the combination of this can bring about pregnancy. But what I've understood over the years is that even people who are looking for children don't approach it in the right way. You discover that this woman now, for the past 6 years, may not have had sex with the husband for, let's say, cumulatively for up to like 10 times. Do you understand? Because either they are quarreling or they are just like blaming each other for one reason or the
Or
other.
seeking for help.
Yes, anytime they want to now have sex, if at all, they may be having it at the wrong time. And therefore, there may be no problem even in the marriage as far as bearing children is concerned. And meanwhile, if I were her, the best approach is to actually confront the man.
Okay.
This is what I have just discovered. Just like Victoria said, if she has that evidence, that is that paper she picked on the floor, you know, giving it to experts to actually explain, and they explain really that this is the true position. Then you confront the husband with that and say, okay, now I'm not blaming you. It's not as if I want to make trouble, but how do we go forward? Because ordinarily, I love you, and I don't want my parents to come into this matter. Neither do I want your parents to come into this. What is your suggestion? It is only when she faces, confronting the man, that she cannot think of maybe telling the mother.
What do you mean by fails?
Yes, when
the man doesn't respond.
Yeah,
well.
if the man doesn't respond, and the man still insists that he is not.
It's not the problem.
It's not the problem.
Okay.
Now you think of going to tell a third party, which may be your parents, the parents of the boy, or even your pastor or somebody else. So, but in doing that, you are not really likely to get anything better than you would have ordinarily got from the man. Because first of all, I keep on telling people, why do you need children? Have you asked yourself? Because some persons, when I asked some time ago, I asked a man, why do you need children? Because he said the wife is always crying that they don't have children, and he sympathizes with the wife. And I said, okay, now it's true. Your wife doesn't feel happy because he doesn't have a child. Why do you have children? Why do you need children? He said because he needed somebody at least to bear his own name. Because he don't want to die without anybody bearing his name. And I asked him, okay, what is your name? He told me. I said, what is your surname? He told me. His surname is his grandfather's name. I said, now you are not even bearing your own father's name. Why do you have to bother yourself so much about somebody going to bear your name? Because it's in the pressure to have this thing done like this. Yes, that pressure is one of the things that actually make people who are looking for children not to have it, because you are too anxious about having children. But if you take things simply easy, you may just see children coming up like that. So, like I have said, I don't want to waste more time. Let her go to the young man. This is my findings, and this is how I feel about it. So, what is your take? So they have to agree. If there are other alternatives according to the man, then they should solve the problem within themselves. You know.
Okay, I'll bring a question to you. Well, let me first throw it to Madam Victoria Chukura. Now, she mentioned that she's been humiliated over the years by her mother-in-law and her husband's family. And even her own mother started doubting her fertility.
Yeah.
Now, that's grief in her heart is what is driving her to want to involve the family members, especially the mother-in-law, to say, praise God, it is your son who's responsible for this. Do you think she should take that step, or she should just tread lightly? And also, in treading lightly, like Mr. Gosumilo has pointed out, made very clearly, I don't know, neither of you is a doctor here, but if they've spent 6 years together, obviously they've been having sex. So, which means the impotency is not the absolute one, because there's intimacy. All right. So, are there steps that could be taken since the man is not fertile, even though he can indulge in the act of sex? What are your suggestions for her in terms of the approach she has to take in confronting who needs to be confronted, or the steps she needs to take on the other medical angle?
For the medical angle, I will suggest, I will still advise that same result, that result was done some how many years
8 years ago.
So both of them now, it's like, since she has been going for checkup or all the routine thing that she has been doing, she has been doing it alone. And by so doing, she may not even get the exact thing, the exact result that she wants. So now that this thing has come into light, both of them now should work together. Both of them should go for that test in the same place with the same doctor, and they should go there to collect the result together. That's the only time
she
you
needs
can.
to insist.
Yes, that's what she must insist. It's a must. She insists that they go to that same doctor, one doctor, not you go here. No, one doctor, one place, same time to go and pick the results. And if they are canceling them, the two must be together. That's the only time they can. At least they say, can two work except they agree? So let both of them go together. And I'm sure if they do that, result must come out.
Then in regards to the grief family, she has felt,
no, she should forget the grief. She should not dwell on the grief if she wants results.
Okay.
Because the grief will even make her more tensed, which is not good for her. Decisions. It's not good for her health.
Okay.
If she really wants to be pregnant, she should just put those ones. Those ones are secondary, because soon, if she faces this advice that we are advising, these people will still come and celebrate with her.
Yeah.
So they are not, as far as I'm concerned, they are not necessary. Okay. It's one of those things. A woman must face those things. A childless, after Hannah faced it in the Bible. So she's not the first. It's not strange. It's not news that they are maybe laughing at you or throwing gestures at you, or that you don't have. It's not news. So for that gesture and for that humiliation to stop, she should face this treatment first. That is the first thing to do.
Okay.
It's when she finds out that at the end of the day, doctor confirmed that it is not possible. But I don't want to believe that it's not. Technology has gone so wide.
What if it's not possible?
If it's not possible, the choice is hers, whether to remain childless with the man, since she says she loves the man loves her, or to walk out.
Are you saying there's no other option since she's fertile?
If she is fertile,
I know you're not a medical doctor. I'm putting this question across to you. But at least,
if she is fertile, the only option, she cannot go and get pregnant outside and come to the house now.
Of course
that
not.
That would be terrible.
Of course not.
If the man told the line of adoption, which is equally good, it's good. It's good. Adoption is good. Surrogacy is there. There are many options. Okay. The doctor that they go to, we advise them.
On what
if they still want to remain together in love, to face this challenge and to still have children, the advice that doctor will give to them, we help them a lot.
Same question to you, sir.
Yeah. That is if she has to now bear.
Yeah, how do you think she
now?
should?
Yes. Now, if she has told the husband about her findings, and the husband fails to agree with her, Now, like I said earlier, she can go to her parents and all that. But I want to believe that the man would not like to be exposed like that because a man has ego.
Ego, yeah.
You know, because
that's
eventually, if the man, like I said earlier, if, for example, the man does not have erection, even the woman has a blame, because she's supposed to have noticed that because if you don't have erection, you can't be talking about fertility.
Yeah.
Now, if she confronts the man now, and the man, I want to believe that the man will agree with her. Okay, what do we do now? Because it's just between two of us. And if you agree that we should go do this, do that, let us go. And after doing it, and you don't seem to get result, seek counsel from medical doctors.
Yeah.
And if they give you counsel, work on it because
Yes.
at the end of the day, the result you are seeking for is just for you and your husband, not
Yes.
for your parents and
Extended
external
family.
bodies, because you want to remain together with your husband.
Yeah.
That's all. But meanwhile, still be as much as possible, be comport yourself
Yes.
normally, because you cannot get pregnancy in anxiety, in an atmosphere of anxiety, and you cannot get any result by being so anxious or by broadcasting it everywhere, because the confession of the people even matters so much. If you go tell your mother now, some mothers are so flippant that even their confession self will not even give you pregnancy again. You neither will. You see now, my pikin, you know, go bump.
Yes,
That kind of something. So they can even
yes,
worsen your problem.
yes.
So take it easy first of all with your husband and see how you can move from there. 6 years is not too much, really.
Yeah, there are people who I've actually met someone who was married and she was without child for 12 years. The 13th year was when she had a child. So, however, she got the child, whether it was through surrogacy or artificial insemination, I think there are a lot of options for them to actually explore.
Yes.
A lot of options.
My friend got.
I want to also, sorry to cut. I want to also say that the woman should also realize that even when the man didn't come out to tell her, this is my condition, the man has also been traumatized.
Okay.
He has been in a dilemma. The woman should know this. In short, now that the thing has come out, in short, the man will feel, this kind of relief. At last, this matter don't be like this. Okay,
Let's solve it.
Let's solve it. So the woman should just be at peace with the man. There's solution. Just like Oga Omilo said, sex without erection doesn't work.
Yes.
It doesn't work. And people, they always say that it's not everything that comes out from a man's body that is it. But there are options. There are solutions. The man can be placed on medication that will boost his system. And to also remind her that test result she saw was long time ago. May not be that particular time she saw it. It may have been like maybe a year or two or more. So they should do a more recent or a current test
so
for now, so that they know how to approach it. Yeah. So of course, doctor will also tell them to do. Even she too will do. Both of them will do the test together.
One final word from you, sir.
Yeah, the final word is she has to be patient.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 years is too early to actually complain. Ignore, because assuming you don't even have parents, who will be complaining?
Well,
so she's just fortunate to have parents as at now, and she also have parents-in-law. Assuming she doesn't have neither of them, so the fact that you have them, she should be grateful to God first of all. But notwithstanding, be mindful of the fact that you are just a wife to a man that you are supposed to reason together.
Yeah. And if she says she wants to stay in the marriage because she wants to stay with the man because she knows that the man loves her, she should not lower the man's morale. So she should be the one to boost the man's morale, irrespective of what our finding is, or irrespective of what the doctor will come up with. Yes.
You heard a lot from my panelists here. They've done their bid. It's up to you now to give your suggestion on from your own experience or what you think she should do in such a situation. From us here, we believe that she should tread carefully and with love and patience, and most importantly, understanding, knowing fully well that she has spent this much time, and I don't think she would want to walk out of the relationship after this much she's been through. So there is a way out. That's the bottom line here. But we still really depend on your own opinion out there. All right. So from us here on Noble TV Live, please do like, share, drop your comments, especially, and don't forget to subscribe.